Alright. Um, Hello. So today I looked into Golang Variadic arguments. Right. When they say Variadic arguments, they are talking about an argument that allows to pass in as many as what you want. For example, let's say you're trying to pass in uh, the names of I don't know the names of animals or plants, for example, and you don't know the number of names that you're trying to pass in, you can use a variadic argument. For example, this is a variadic argument. In your case, your variadic argument is going to be like a variadic argument of string, right? That means you want to be able to pass in as many string as you want. That's a variadic argument. But in this case, I'm trying to pass in as many add function as I want. Now, what led me to periodic argument was that I was looking at the router, the middleware, how middleware were built, right? Right. So that led me to periodic argument, and from periodic argument, I was able to look into defining the the signature of a function as a type. For example, I'm saying I'm trying to define a type called add function. And that type is going to be any function that accepts an integer and returns an integer. That is my type. And also I want to use that as a variadic function, right? So that means I want to be able to accept as many of those functions as I want. And once I accept them, right, I'm going to call each of those I'm going to call each of those. I'm going to loop through those functions, right? Remember, when I call them, all of them are going to be added as an array. Think of it as an array, and you're going to range over those arrays, and each of those functions can be called in this way, and I can do whatever I want with those functions, right? So this is the array that hosts all the functions, right? Now, after each of those functions has been assigned to this particular variable called f, I can call the functions, right, with whatever I want, right? So in my particular example, I'm trying to demo, add ages, right? So add ages is just a function, as you can see that from here, that accepts a variadic list of functions, right? Uh, so you can pass as many functions as you want, and that function that you're passing is going can do whatever it wants, right? With the passing parameter. So it's kind of weird. The example I'm using in this case is kind of weird, right? In the sense that you pass in a list of functions, and each of those functions are going to be called in order. As you can see, you pass in the first one get called. You pass in the second one get called. Now you pass in the third one get called. And if you run this, you're going to see the result, right? So what happened is that when you call this, right, the first argument, which is this guy, right, is going to be called with total age. And total age is what? 0. And that value is added to total age, which is so that's total age is 0. So f of 0 is going to be called. So it's going to call f of 0, right? And f of 0 is going to be is going to be 0 plus 2. So that's going to be 2, right? So that 2 is going to be added to the total, which was 2, right? Then it goes to the net function, right, and passes in this particular 2, right? And this particular 2, and it's going to be, then it just goes on and calculate what needs to be done. So it just like that, you can pass in as many functions as you want, right? That's how it's kind of work. And I was just experimenting with this to see how variable function actually works in Go. It's been kind of eye-opening for me, and not bad. That's what I can say. Not bad, right? I'm hoping, I'm going to run into like a use case for this, right? I don't really see it right now, and yeah, I don't really see it right now. Hopefully, sometime in the future, I get a chance to use the variable argument. All right, that's it. Thanks.